this is Paul.
Yeah,
hmm I have a lot of time, and I thought we'd go through the dissolution of marriage again.
yeah,
See, my wife petitioned the court for dissolution of marriage on the 24th of May of 2012.
yeah,
hmm they issued a summons, and then there was this confidential report in a sealed envelope,
yeah,
the financial declaration that said that I made all the decisions for 10 years of marriage.
yeah,
Then the proposed parenting plan, where she didn't want me included in the parenting of my sons,
no,
child support worksheets,
yes,
and then a sheriff's return of service on May 31st of 2012,
yeah,
and another sheriff's return of service on June 4th of 2012.
yeah,
Mhm. Now, my wife petitioned the court for dissolution of marriage.
yes,
Mhm. And at the same time, she accused me of violating the restraint provisions of a protection order.
yes,
On July 8th of 2011, you issued a petition for order for protection, a temporary order for protection,
yeah,
a protection order that's misspelled. Mhm. Now, obviously, it might have been a clerical error. The Proteciton.
yes,
Mhm. The P right U of the cross of the IC of the OT of the UN.
hmm
Mhm. Actually, it shouldn't be misspelled.
true,
Now, for some reason, you did think that you had the right to issue a protection order on July 8th of 2011, knowing that I was in jail,
yes,
knowing that there was the false accusation of family violence,
yes,
child abuse, and assault while we had lived on Guam. Now, these confidential reports in the sealed envelopes,
yeah,
uh-huh, and then that motion hearing Brent based in,
yes,
and then the reissuance of the temporary protection order without any attempt of service on myself
yes,
while I was in jail,
right now,
while I was on Guam. And then you had another motion hearing
yes,
without any attempt at personal service.
yes,
See, it's similar to this.
yes,
The court finds, based upon the court record,
yeah,
that the court did or did not have jurisdiction over the parties, the minors, and the subject matter. Now, the concern obviously is the subject matter.
true,
The order for protection
yes,
means that the petitioner,
yes,
the individual that had motioned the court,
right,
needed protection from me because of the false accusation of domestic violence and child abuse. But she didn't need any protection because I was in jail.
yes, you was,
Mhm. And when I got out of jail one day before my 41st birthday on July 12th of 2011,
yeah,
she didn't need protection from me because I was on Guam. I was on probation.
right,
Now, you didn't have jurisdiction over the parties
yes,
known as Heidi Budnick and Paul Budnick
right,
because the arrest did not take place in Clallam County. You did not have jurisdiction over the minors, Zachary, Bishop, Deacon, Maximilian, and Benjamin,
yes,
because they were kidnapped from Guam. And you didn't have jurisdiction over the subject matter
yes,
because the arrest, the prosecution, the diversion, the charges, and the court hearings took place on Guam. There was no jurisdiction over the subject matter known as the protection order. Now, you as a court seem to think that you have jurisdiction just because the petitioner petitioned the court, but you didn't.
no,
Now, you reissued the temporary protection order on July 22nd of 2011
right,
hmm without any attempt of service to myself. See, it says respondent had reasonable notice and an opportunity to be heard. It doesn't seem to be that important to you, but the respondent has to have reasonable notice and an opportunity to be heard. But I wasn't given that. No, I was on Guam. Yes, there was no reasonable no. Now, the notice of the hearing was not served on the respondent. No, no, no. The notice of the hearing was not served on the respondent by personal service, service by mail, pursuant to the court order, yes, or service by publications pursuant to court order. The respondent did not receive actual notice of the hearing. Yes, there are no exceptions to this. Yes, there are not any exceptions. Do you understand, Calgill? Yes. Now, since I did not receive actual notice of the hearing, yes, and you issued the protection order for 1 year on August 12th of 2011, the declaration that you served me on Guam does not protect my right to due process, yes, because you didn't have the jurisdiction of Guam to serve me. Did you? The proof of service from Guam, yes, is outside of the jurisdiction of Clallam County. Yes. The actual jurisdiction of the arrest, the accusations, the charges, and the court hearings was within the jurisdiction of Guam. Yes. You serving me the protection order after you issued it, yes, did not protect my right to due process, and you did not have the jurisdiction to serve me. Now, since you didn't have the jurisdiction to serve me, yes, even though the probation officer did, yes, you were wrong in serving me. Now, you think I'm vain for understanding what the laws mean 8 years, 4 months, and 9 days later? Yes, that you never had the jurisdiction to serve me because I was on probation on Guam. You cannot have two protection orders, two non contact orders at any time from two different jurisdictions. You just can't do it. The Violence Against Women's Act would say that the full faith and credit of the United States Constitution